From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, fall is in the air, or wait, maybe winter. It's probably more like winter. I just had a chance to talk to Kent Livesay from Livesay Orchards down by Porter, and he said that they just harvested 3,000 pumpkins today because the temperature goes down below 22 degrees. That messes with the pumpkin quality, so it's out where they pick pumpkins. And so they went and picked them up, put them in the shed for tonight to protect them, and then they're going to put them back out tomorrow. And then they're going to end up having a lot of kids coming through. They have hay rides that go out into the apple orchard and pumpkin area, and they can pick their own pumpkins. But again, they had to do a little bit of moving around to make that happen, a little early in the season to be that cold. So if you can keep your pumpkin also out of the sun, if you end up having one, that helps maintain it. And when it gets down below 25 degrees, 22, not so good. This morning it was 29. Tomorrow morning we're going to be in the mid-20s in Tulsa. Outlying areas are going to be a lot colder. So it is not going to be a whole lot of fun unless you just love cold weather. You can go back 10 years. That's when we had the earliest on record was October 7th. Just happened to be a La Nina, as well as what's going on now as we talk about La Ninas. But most of them have been in November. But we're on the early side for sure, in fact, in the last 10 years. All right, so tonight you can tell where the cold air is located. Look at the difference. Billings, Montana is 64. Bismarck is at 32. And it's like, what? That's just that cold air mass. That's the difference. And it just sunk all the way to the south. Atlanta's at 43. We're at 38. So you get the general idea. This is huge. So we have a lot of freeze warnings in effect now for the deep south. I mean, this is way south, all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico and the Florida Panhandle. So this is a serious cold air mass and very early in the season for it. So everybody's going to freeze tonight across the area. That includes almost the entire state of Oklahoma. We're talking about temperatures right now. The coldest here in the northeast part where the airport reading in Bartlesville is 28, 29, Miami. And then you see some 40s. Temperatures are dropping. Just saw an update there. So it is not a good night if you wanted to stay warm. In fact, right now, these are some of the readings coming in around Bartlesville to Copan. We're sitting below freezing, 4 acres below freezing. Miami at 30 now, 28 at Pryor, 27 around the Grove, J areas, and down the south. You're going to have your turn coming yet tonight. Temperatures are hanging in the 30s to near 40, but we're talking about some serious cold weather will be settling for you. You'll be in the mid-20s, while we'll have teens to low 20s. This is going to be breaking some records probably across a big chunk of the area. It's a chilly day tomorrow, but a beautiful day tomorrow. It'll be a lot more pleasant than it was today. That wind was cold today. And then by Thursday, we're back in the mid-70s. We're looking for a pretty big warm-up. In fact, a real big warm-up on Friday. Low to mid-80s across here. You go, what is going on? That's fall season. Mid-80s again on Saturday. Some clouds will be on the increase. By Sunday, as a storm system out west will increase the moisture. That'll be welcome news. But we're going to get really warm. And we do have Oktoberfest going on. That kicks off, of course, as with corporate night. And then we talk about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Warm. It'll be very, very breezy. And Glenpool, they've switched over from the late spring into time period for Black Gold days into the fall. And it should be warm and breezy. Only thing you have to watch out for is a fire danger. Fire danger is not good as we go to the end of the week. It's bone dry out there right now. That's what we're mainly concerned with. And then our precipitation chances right now, late Sunday night into Monday, look pretty good. Not going to get too excited yet. We've had a hard struggle trying to get good rain, and then that front comes through. So that's our hope for rain. And then after that, we kind of calm down. It looks like Halloween itself will be on the cool side, but pleasant. Overall, right now, we're talking about temperatures hanging at 38 degrees, 44% humidity. As we look at the midnight into the early morning hours, we're already near freezing here in Tulsa, and then we're talking about 26 as we look on into the morning, 51 by noontime. So a hard freeze across the area. And as we extend the forecast out, there you go. Wow. So pretty significant. And so we say protect your tender vegetation, and apparently that includes pumpkins as well.